Welcome to FX Streets. Today we're going to be talking about Solana's price action and why it could be, or at least its rally of yesterday could be a drop on a hot plate. But before we dive deeper into the technicals, please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Twitter at FX Street Crypto to be updated on the hottest trends in the cryptocurrency space. If we pull up the chart for Solana's price action, we will see historically, this is a daily chart that we need to go back all the way to 2021, in beginning of March, where we had this level marked up in red here, has been testing to the highs, then broke above it a month later, only to see it acting as support for any falling knives that happened in between. But now, and if I can take the comparison with the apologies with the World Cup in Qatar on the way, for example, this was actually sort of a goalkeeper, making sure that Solana does not trade further into bear market territory. But it was a clear penalty, if you could say it like that. We've had the sprint to run up and then the shot, and was a shot on the 9th of November. And this guardian keeper level did not had any chance of saving that falling knife. The pressure was just too big. And since then, important to see that it has been tested to the upside in the aftermath on the recovery, but it failed, and that triggered another leg lower. And certainly the FTX headlines only accelerated that even further. A bit of an uptick now, roughly 10% for 2 days, with Tuesday and Wednesday, if we take those two together. But that's purely on the back of two elements. That's the weaker US dollar, slightly weaker since Tuesday, and US equities, which have been rallying late into the US session near the US closing bell. So that those two elements had a bit of a positive spillover effect and pushed it upwards. First target level I would keep in mind is this level here, which with a $15 handle, which would bring roughly 15 to 14, 15% of gains. And why? Because you can see clearly here it was the low. We moved away from it though, but on the 11th of November, break below it, tried to test it back to the upside, but failed, and then the next rejection came. So a big level to watch. Should we see US dollar weaken further and equity shoot higher, then expect this to rally further up for a test on the red descending trend line to see if it holds any importance. If not, then even this 18.60 could come on the way, but that's as far as I see it go. So expect some short-lived gains, and they will be quickly materialized with a fade and back to the lows. Of course, very headline driven. So should there be more negative headlines, and should that Thanksgiving or Christmas rally already stall, then of course quickly we will be back at this 10.95. Of course, then the 10 handle psychological level will act as a big magnet, and further to the downside, of course, then we will slip below 10, and we need to go to the lows of February then, in order to have a look at some pivotal levels. And certainly, I'm not going to say we will get that far, but this $5 is a very pivotal level going forward. So keep that in mind. Maybe one element just to underline is the fact that the relative strength index is moving away from being oversold. So some more uptick is possible, but if this goes too quickly in just a matter of a few days, then of course you will be quickly shooting back up against that being overbought, and then the next counter-cyclical reaction will be again to sell it. And as I said, that if profits materialize, you get a massive sell side movements, and then of course the relative strength will move to the downside. So those elements to bear in mind. And that's it for Solana for today. Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Twitter at FX Street Crypto.